Hello, my name is Perk Masaccio, and I taught in an elementary school for almost 40 years before retiring. It was during my last couple of years that I started to notice more bickering and squabbles on the playground and on the bus. It seemed like every day after buses arrived or after recess, there were always a few children who entered the classroom either very sad or very angry. Too upset and unable to settle down, the teacher or counselor, or sometimes even the principal, had to spend valuable time playing detective to find out who did what, often without a definitive outcome before the end of the day. In that case, at least one child, if not more, spent the day distracted, scared, angry, or hurt. Not a good frame of mind for learning, and certainly not how we want kids to go home from school. My colleagues and I decided that there had to be a better way, a more proactive and global way to help children resolve conflicts peacefully by using their words to communicate feelings and understand the impact of their words or actions. We later learned that we actually had to teach the children the importance of offering and accepting an apology and how to do it. In the end, our goal has always been to nurture a peaceful, caring, and empathetic learning environment for our students and staff. It's a duck. No, it's a rabbit. What do you see? When introducing the PeaceWalk to students, I often read the book Duck Rabbit. It's a quick read and is perfect for teaching the concept of perspective. Misunderstandings are often caused because of a difference in perspective. Once the children learn how to give I messages and actually listen to what the other person thinks and wants, they often say, "Oh, I thought you meant." They are then able to move on, realizing that neither is right or wrong, just a different perspective. If someone gets stuck and perseverates on his viewpoint, I sometimes whisper, "Duck, rabbit," as a reminder about perspective. It usually triggers, "Oh, yeah, I forgot, that's right," and an acceptance of a different way of looking at something and letting go of the conflict and its negative feelings. It's important for the children to understand that perspective is your point of view or the way you see, hear, feel about, or think about something. Other common causes of conflicts can include subconscious ones. For example, some children try to make the world more predictable in order to lower anxiety, or sometimes they're seeking or avoiding sensory input. In both cases, the behavior might look like misbehavior when indeed it's not. Then there are those kids who are just impulsive or they're imitating something they saw, which I refer to as monkey see, monkey do behavior. And then there's the more deliberate behaviors that cause conflicts. Children who are seeking attention in a negative way, or sometimes seeking revenge on another student, or trying to control or exert power over someone. They might find that child who's very naive and tell them to do something that they shouldn't. Or sometimes they throw the bait and wait to see the reaction. And then, of course, there are those kids who always take the bait without realizing what they're doing. In this case, these types of conflict all tie in nicely to anti-bullying programs that your school might be using. And then, of course, in the end, there's always those conflicts that are caused truly by an accident. During structured lessons about the Peace Walk or any other school-wide anti-bullying program or guidance lessons, I think it's important to share these reasons for conflict with the students so that they can better understand their friends and themselves. Often, if we, the adults, can identify the purpose or trigger for the behavior, then we can be preventative rather than reactive and teach appropriate skills to cope with life's challenges. Once students better understand why conflicts occur, they can use these strategies to avoid the conflict altogether. In the event that they need a visual reminder, they can use the wheel of choice. If they decide to use the PeaceWalk, even children as young as 6 are very capable of using it with minimal adult supervision. But just a tip we learned, they prefer a discrete location to walk it together. Since the PeaceWalk is portable and sturdy, they can unroll it, walk the walk, and the next thing you know, they're rolling it up and getting on with their day. Because as they usually say to me, yeah, we're good. I've seen this mat and its smaller version, the bookmark, used with students in preschool through high school with great success. With a wide range of applications for parents, educators, and caregivers, the PeaceWalk and these related products are truly valuable resources that no school, daycare, after school program, or other group should be without. In fact, I've actually had many families who've purchased the PeaceWalk after their children learned about it in school. After all, these skills that are fostered are important, lifelong social and coping skills that will serve our students well in future relationships and in the workplace.